If you guys want to kickstart your FUT 22 season off with an absolute bang, then make sure you guys do head over to aoeh.com for your cheap, fast, safe and reliable FUT 22 coins. Make sure to use my code RB at checkout for 3% off. Yes, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 22 video on the channel. You guys know what it is today. It's another episode of I Build Your Teams. You guys know the drill. You comment, I choose a comment, and I build your team. It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay.
That
It's pretty self-explanatory is what I was trying to say, but you get the point. So without further ado, make sure you guys do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications as well, and check out my most recent videos on the channel. But without wasting any more time, let's just get into it. Let's go. Alright then guys, so into the first team we go. The guys asked for a 500k team with Hernandez, Koundé and Wan-Bissaka. So I'm going to assume that he does have these players already untradeable in the club and he wants a team around them. Just be a little bit more specific in the comments guys, whether these players that you want are untradeable or not, just so it just makes things easier. But yeah, we're going to dive straight into it anyway. So the first player I want to put in here is Paul Pogba, just simply because he gets that strong link to Wan-Bissaka and he links to Koundé. But not only that, Paul Pogba in this game in my opinion is very, very good. He's very, very well rounded. He's not too bad defensively. He's good at dribbling, 5-star skill moves, great passing, not too bad shooting as well, 4-star weak foot. You can't really complain with a card like this, especially in this game, where chip through balls are very, very prominent in this game. They are quite overpowered. So with someone like Pogba in the midfield to just do those chip through balls, it's going to be absolutely fantastic, magical stuff. But we move on anyway, and we're going to go to the centre back position. So to partner up with Koundé, I've decided it's going to be Upamecano. That's the guy we want. He is that guy. So yeah, he gets the soft link to Koundé. And I just think genuinely Upamecano isn't too bad in this game at all. He's got that pace about him, he's got the physicality, the strength, the good defending capability as well. So I think at centre back you should go for Upamecano. Now in the goalkeeper position, we're going to get that strong link to Koundé by going for Inform Banu. Now this is a guy that I've used before in this game and I actually really, really liked him. He is most likely going to be my goalkeeper for the upcoming weekend league. So take that as what you will. But honestly, I actually really do think he's a good goalkeeper in this game. And to be honest, most goalkeepers are just broken in this game. So yeah, I'd go for Inform Banu. Now, to get the strong link to Upamecano, we're going for another good French midfielder. It is a special card. It's an Inform and it is indeed Inform and Cuckoo. I really do rate this guy highly in this game. I think he's very, very overlooked. And I think more people should start trying this guy because I really do think he's a great, well-rounded player. Honestly guys, he's got it all. He's a 4-star 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 3-star, sorry. But what I like about him is that he's dribbling. Look at his dribbling guys, absolutely fantastic. His defending isn't too bad, especially depending on what formation you have and depending on who you've got next to him. These defending stats are nothing to worry about at all. But also going forward, he's very good. And again, he's got that fantastic long passing and short passing. So I just think overall, having a midfield with Nkunku and Pogba is fantastic. What we need next to these two in midfield is just a good holding midfielder. Now, first things first, I'm going to move on to the next player that I want to add to the team, which is going to be my boy Marcus Rashford, another player that I do love in the game. So far we've only spent 330k, so we do have about 170k left to spend. Quick maths, you know how it is. But yeah, we don't have too much to spend, but not too little to spend. So yeah, still pretty decent. Rashford, of course, is fantastic in this game, in my personal opinion. I've used him and I really, really do like him. Now, we do have the option to do this, but then who do we put here? That's the question. So I think obviously this is not the formation I would advise you to use in game unless you do like it. I'd also give you an alternative formation to use in game of this team. But what we do need, no matter what formation we use, is a holding midfielder, like a really, really good, just solid defense midfielder to do the dirty work pretty much. So that could be a lot of people. It could be from the Prem. It could just be French. Obviously, we can't go for Kante. He is ridiculously expensive. Now, we could just go for someone pretty cheap like Allen, who I actually don't mind, but he is, the thing is, there actually isn't many like super expensive midfielders.
2,000 years later.
Right then, so after a very long time of thinking what I can exactly do with this team, I think the best solution is probably to do this. Unfortunately, you can't really get up to 500k exactly. I mean, you either go over it or you just go under it like this. I mean, you could go for someone more expensive instead of Zakaria. like Goretzka, but then he's just way too expensive and way over 500k. There isn't that player that fits a team that is around, you know, 80 to 90k to get that price exactly to 500k. So you're gonna have to be a little bit under 500k. You know, you can save the coins and then eventually get someone like Goretzka for your team. But for now, this is what I would go with. Again, the one thing is you'd have to play Zakaria on 8 chemistry with loyalty and a manager. Honestly, no biggie at all. You still have 100 chem for the whole team, but this is definitely the team I would go with. In game, I wouldn't play this formation. The formation I would play in game is actually a narrow formation. I've used this formation before, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow this year, and I really do like it. I'm a big fan of this formation. So that's definitely what I would do, and the way I would set it up is to put Ousmane Dembele in the cam position with a 5-star, Martial left striker, Marcus Rashford right striker, Pogba right centre mid, and Cuckoo left centre mid, Zakaria holding down that midfield in CDM, and of course the defence would stay the same. So that is a team I would do with the players that you want, and that is around 500k. Unfortunately, it's not exactly 500k because you just simply cannot get to that price, but I would save the remaining coins you have and then eventually upgrade one of these players, any of your choice, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's definitely what I would do for this first team. So with that team out of the way now, we're gonna move on into team numero dos. Let's go. Right then, guys, so into team number 2 we go. This guy's asked for a 600k team with ter Stegen and Ferland Mendy. Not Benjamin, Ferland Mendy, right? So 600k, once again, you do have quite that dollar to spend. So we're gonna have a look at La Liga centre backs, and as you can see, there's not, other than, to be honest, oh wow, you know what, at the time of recording, I did not know there was a flashback Titi. That card doesn't look too bad, but yeah, we're not gonna go. We're not gonna choose that. What we're gonna do is choose Koundé, and I think we're gonna go for Eder Militao. I mean, I love Eder Militao. To be honest, I love both of these two. I'm not even gonna lie. I think these two are absolutely fantastic. So I think for now we'll go for these two. We might change them, but I don't really see who we would swap them with anyway, because ter Stegen does need 2 links, because I'm not going to go for Lenglet to get the strong link. I don't really think he's good. And in terms of German centre-backs, you do have like Klosterman, Rudiger, but yeah, I think Eder Militao and Koundé is a good partnership to use at centre-back, so I definitely would go for that. Now for the right-back spot, I definitely would be looking at inform Jesus Navas, seeing as you got the coins. I mean, why not go for the inform version? And that puts you on 100k. Right then, guys, so after a while of thinking what I can do with this team, I feel like I've come up with something very good. So we do have the main man here, inform Gabriel Jesus. Now if you don't know, this is one of the best cards in the game so far. Honestly, this guy's absolutely incredible. He is very expensive, 220k, but I'm telling you, he's worth every single penny that you'll pay for this guy, because yeah, he's just ridiculous, crazy in game. He is absolutely cracked, so I've gone for him. Obviously in game he would actually be playing in the striker position, depending on what formation you prefer, but I'll get into what formations you can play with this team in a second. We do also have Anthony Martial and Sadio Mane in the attack with Gabriel Jesus, and of course Martial will be the best player in the world.
Martial will be the best in the world.
We also do have Roberto Firmino, and we do have Alan Modric. Now you might look at the midfield and think that's a little bit weak, but one thing I would say is that literally with just an extra like 10k, you could always just go for someone like Valverde if you do want to get, you know, a quicker centre mid and someone a bit more physical in there. But I feel like Alan and Modric is good because they are really both good on the ball, and I've used Modric before and I do like him. So yeah, that's what I would go with. But of course you can always upgrade as you get more coins, and you can always go to someone like Valverde, who is very good in this game. But I still am a big fan of Modric, especially, you know, to play in that sort of box-to-box role, because if you give Modric license to go forward, then he's much more effective than if you told him to stay back, because he's got the 4-star skill moves, the high agility, the high dribbling, the good pass, and the good shooting. So yeah, for me Modric is really good. And then in the defense you do have Eder Militao, who's cracked in game. I love him to bits. Ferland Mendy, of course, we don't have to say too much about him, let's be honest. Jules Koundé, Jesus Navas in form version as well, and then ter Stegen in goal, which does cost you just a little bit more than 600k, 610k, but still near enough to what you want. So this is definitely something I would go for once again. Yeah, I do like this team, and I am a big fan of this team. Now in terms of the formation to use in game, what I like about this team is that you can actually go to, you know, you could go to a wide formation, or you could go to a narrow formation. I think the best thing to do with this team is probably to go narrow once again, but if you do want to go wide, I'll show you how that should look in a second. But in terms of what I would do if I was using this team, I actually probably would put Jesus in the cam spot. To be honest, it doesn't really matter who's in cam too much, because realistically, you just want the fact that you just want these two to play with each other. To be honest, you want to have good passing triangles. That's realistically what you want. Who goes cam isn't really much of a big deal. Jesus can go there, Martial could go there, Mane could go there. Just find your preference really, but I'd probably go something like that, or Martial can go up top. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But in terms of how the midfield should shape up, it should be Allen in the holding midfield role, and then Firmino and Modric as the two like box-to-box centre midfielders, and then Jesus, Navas and Mendy of course as the two fullbacks, and the two centre backs, Koundé and Eder Militao. So in a narrow formation, that's how the team would set up. And in a wide formation, you could actually use, the thing is, you could actually stick to this formation in game. Some people do like the 4-2-3-1. Is it the 4-3-2-1 in game? So in game, you actually could just use this. To be honest with you, in game you might want to switch it like that and play Allen in the middle. I don't know, but yeah, you could actually stay with this formation in game. But what you also could do is use a formation like the 4-2-3-1, a very balanced formation in this game. Quite solid defensively, and quite good going forward. So again, it's whatever you find best really. Obviously, we're all different players, we all play a certain style of football, so yeah, whatever formation works for you. But what I like about this team is that you can use both narrow and both wide formations, so that's something that is good about the team. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments what you do think about the 600k team. But with that being said, enough of the waffle, we're gonna move on into team number 3, so let's go. Right then guys, so into squad number 3, this man has asked for a 200k team with his untradeable Mane, Hernandez and Kimpembe. So we're going to waste no more time, we're going to get straight into it. So first things first, I mean, we could either go down the French route once again, we could either go down the, more hybridy route, but I want to be a bit more creative with this one. So I'm going to go for Tomori, and it is a cheap team as well, so you do want some cheap beasts in there. I would also go for Kessie, and boom, you've already got an AC Milan triangle there. That is locked off in terms of chemistry. Now for Sadio Mane, you're just going to have to go with Roberto Firmino. It really is that simple. Now, we look at Kimpembe. He's obviously going to need some chem. Straight off the bat, you could either go Mainan, or you could either go for Keylor Navas. Either one really, it really doesn't matter, to be honest with you. And then in the centre mid, I mean, we'll start off with the right back spot. We will start off with the right back spot. So obviously we can't go for Hakimi. He's just way too expensive. So this is the problem. So the right backs are decent. I like Atal. Atal I don't mind because he's a 4-star, 5-star, good on the ball, pacey, not too bad defensively for this stage of the game anyway. So Atal's fine, but then in this centre mid spot, my ideal player would be Wijnaldum, but then the only problem is who would you pick next? Because if you go for Wijnaldum, which I like Wijnaldum in this game, who would you go for here and who would you go for here? Because Wijnaldum still needs one more link if you want to play him on that 10 chemistry. Now, my ideal option would be to go for someone like Rafinha, but you got 200k to spend and we've only spent 40k. It's crazy. The market is so weird right now. The market is in a very weird place. But yeah, this doesn't really work. This doesn't. I mean, there's no Dutch Premier League. There's no Dutch Premier League striker. There isn't. So yeah, this is the problem. So we're gonna have to get rid of Rafinha. I'd say get rid of Wijnaldum as well, to be honest with you, and just go for, in fact, maybe get rid of Atal and go for the French route instead. So just get any other French right back. Someone relatively cheap. You don't want him. See, French right backs are a bit stinky. You don't want to go for class. I mean, he literally just isn't class. He's just not. I mean, if his defending was better, then I would probably go for him, but it's just a bit too low. So this is the issue. This is where we get caught in a little bit of a pickle here, to be honest with you, because do we change Kessie and then go for a French? Nah, I'm not a big fan of that, honestly. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of that at all. So what can we do here? This is the question. What can we do here? And again, you've only got 200k, but who would we... I mean, we could actually go for Felipe Anderson, which is quite nice, actually. I do like that. Felipe Anderson is pretty decent, and he's in the Serie A. The only problem is Kimpembe, man. I mean, is there a... Okay. I've cracked the code, alright? I know what to do. So as you can see, we've got Felipe Anderson here, in form. We've got Mane there, Hernandez, Kimpembe, Navas, alright? You see what we're going to do is different gravy. So in the striker spot, we're going for a cheeky little Gabriel Jesus because, you know, why not? He's going to be there in that striker position. So, in the midfield, all right, sorry, you know what, we had to forget Kessie, unfortunately. We just had to go for Paul Pogba. It just works. The French beast himself once again, just winning the Nations League. He's a cracking player. He cannot be stopped. So, we're going to go for Paul Pogba in the left CDM position. Now, in the right CDM position, he won't be playing here though. I'll show you what formation to switch to in game, but it's going to be Roberto Firmino. Once again, yeah, very good in game. I like him. 5-star skiller as well. You can just do different sort of stuff with him. So yeah, very sorry about that, guys. I was rudely interrupted by my sneeze, but we carry on anyway in good spirit. So in the centre back spot next to Kimpembe, all right, this guy was ridiculously overpowered last year. He's not as overpowered this year, but he still is very good. Don't get it twisted. He still is an absolute beast of a card. It is Joe Gomez. The guy just he's still very good. So it's just that simple. Just make sure you do go in and get him. 75 acceleration, 85 sprint speed, good defending strength. Cracking player. So to get the strong link to him, we're gonna go for the Spider himself. I don't know how he does it. Was it? I don't know. But Wan-Bissaka, yeah, really good. Right back, great defensively. Got a decent amount of pace to him as well. Not too bad at all. So I do recommend that you guys do pick him up. His dribbling and agility is not too bad as well. I mean, look at those defending stats. Absolutely ridiculous. And then for the centre mid spot, it's going to be Alan again. I know we've picked him quite a bit this video, but again, if it works, it works. It's just that simple, to be honest, guys. So the midfield would be Pogba, Allen, Firmino. You could actually go to a 4-2-3-1 in game, or 4-4-2 if you wanted to play Firmino striker. But I probably would go for a 4-2-3-1. Again, I think the formation is quite good. It's quite balanced. So yeah, in this formation though, this is how I would set it up. Pretty simple. Jesus up top, Mane on the left, Felipe Anderson on the right, Firmino at cam, and then Pogba and Allen as the 2 DMs, and then Wan-Bissaka, Gomez, Kimpembe, and Hernandez in the back. So that's the 200k team I would go for around, obviously, your untradeable Mane, untradeable Kimpembe, and Theo Hernandez. So yeah, let me know what you guys do think of this 200k team built around those untradeable players there in the comments down below. Make sure you do smash a like on the video. We're not done here. We've got one more team to build. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right then, guys, so into the final squad we go. This guy's asked for a 400k Prem team with Goretzka. So this one shouldn't be, you know, too hard to build, really. We're just going to go straight into it. No time for time wasting. Straight off the bat in the left back spot, we're going to go for Alphonso Davies. You've got 400k to spend, so why not splash the cash on one of the best left backs in the game. Now, for the centre back, again, there's a pretty, like, decent amount of options. You could go for Klosterman. Again, depending on who you put in, you could go for Lacroix. But for now, I'm going to go for Upamecano. That might change to Lacroix. It just depends on who's in that left wing spot, and it depends on who's on the centre mid spot. But again, we still got like, what, 320k left to spend with this team. So let's just see what we can do, to be honest with you. So in the left wing spot, you know what? Actually, no, yeah, we'll do the left wing spot. We could go for Coman. Actually, you know what? I think we should go for Coman, you know. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for Coman. I really do like Coman's dribbling in game. I do like it. So you know what, we can do that, and we'll just go, why not just be it's a bit ratty, but we're gonna go for Lacroix at the back. Now in centre back to partner up with him, we could go the Bundesliga route. Actually, in fact, we could go Mbabu here. I like that. And then we could just go for Upamecano. We can go for Klosterman. I mean, I use Klosterman. I'm not gonna lie, I do prefer Klosterman. So I'm going to go for Klosterman just because that's what I prefer. I mean, if you do spend more money and if you prefer Upamecano, then you by all means just go ahead and go for him. Now, in the right wing spot, again, I'm going to go for Ousmane Dembele. Gets the job done. Very effective. Very overpowered. Now, what I want to do as well is put Frankie de Jong to link to him. He's expensive, but these two in this midfield can run it together and just destroy players. Now, we're just left with the spine. It's that simple. So we've got like 80k to spend, 90k to spend, sorry, on the spine. You know what? Who I've used the pie. The pie is fantastic in this game. Honestly, check out, by the time we're recording, it's my latest video. By the time this goes up, I don't think it will be my latest video. But check out my most recent... I honestly can't even remember. I don't even know. But in one of my most recent squad builders, I think it's going to be my latest squad builder, I used the pie. There's gameplay of him. He's just cracked in this game. He's actually fantastic. So I really do like him a lot. So I'm going to recommend you go for the pie. In goal, you could spend a bit. So for now, I'm going to go Neuer, but that that may change. It just depends on who we go in the striker spot. Now, I'm not going to lie. In this striker spot, there's quite a few options. Wait, let's actually see first. I was thinking of inform Karim Benzema because I think Benzema is really good in this game. I like him a lot. I don't usually like those kind of strikers in FIFA. Like, you know, Benzema's not got a lot of pace. His dribbling is actually quite good, but it's just not really the type of striker I would go for. But I think this year is insane. So, you know what? For that reason, we're going to go for inform Benzi. And we're going to take out Neuer. We're going to take out Neuer because that, yeah. But we're still a little bit over. So how can we get the price down just a tiny bit? I mean, we could actually take out Alphonso Davies, but nah, I don't feel like it, man. I don't. Do we really want to take out Alphonso Davies? If we take him out, all right, we could go for Roussillon, to be fair, who's very, very good. In fact, yeah, we'll do that. We'll go for Roussillon, who's good, and then we'll go for Neuer in goal. Boom, there we go. 400k team. Bang, bang, bang. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic. I'm telling you, this team will destroy people in game. And the formation you could play like quite a few formations. You could go for 4-2-2. Again, pretty decent. It depends whether you like the formation or not, but again, it's a formation you could use. 4-2-2, and you set it up like this. That's one way you could do it. Obviously, your bog standard 4-2-3-1. Where is that? 4-2-3-1. There we go. It's here. So 4-2-3-1. We go for Benzema in the central cam. We go for Depay at striker, Dembele on the right, and then De Jong, Goretzka in midfield. There are probably the two formations I would either go for. So either like a 4-2-2 or 4-4-2. Benzema and Depay up top, or like a 4-2-3-1 with Benzema at cam. It's totally up to you. But yeah, this is definitely the 400k team I would go with. I think that's a well-balanced, overpowered team. So yeah, that's definitely what I would go for. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. That's going to be it for today's I build your teams. All right, that's going to be it. Let me know what you guys do think of the teams that I built in the comments down below, and obviously get commenting on what team you want me to build for you. This is going to be, again, obviously this is a series. I've already explained it. This is episode 3, but I think I'm going to start trying to get them out on like Wednesdays and Sundays. So yeah, probably like 2 a week, every Wednesday and Sunday. I'm not too sure, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the team anyway. This is going to be the end of the video. Smash a like on it. Make sure you are subscribed as well, guys, you cheeky little so-and-sos. Make sure you do subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. Check out my most recent videos. Check out my latest Foot Champs challenge where I use a full ones to watch team in Foot Champs. Check that out. Links down below in the description. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.